The moment he sees Traceless, Kartzy sees Traceless being
Defiant sword.
used, he is just gonna
He's gonna jump in.
He's gonna jump in.
So if he can make it out of this alive, just elect him the best.
Yeah, he's
Just
the
elect
best
him
already.
the best to carry.
He should be MVP already.
He should be MVP. Given that $1,000 MVP prize, right? So here we go. Game 4 for Bren Esports versus Omega in this best-of-7 series for the grand finals of Mobile Legends Bang Bang Professional League Philippines.
And let's try to see this. How will Omega come back from that one-game deficit that they have versus Bren Esports? Goodness gracious, this is Bren Esports. If they win, they can take it to a match point.
That's right. And again, Omega, they're not a team that you can do that against easily. Omega is such a great team when it comes to clutch moments. They've proven that they can beat Bren before. So they're not new to this.
And Lusty went for the jump. He really knew where Toshi is at that point. Toshi just went out of the way. And Kartzy here, while all of that was happening, Kartzy is going to be the main target here for Baksha, but Kartzy is still having a great time because of the backup that Bren Esports gave him. But look at that jump. Hits 2 people, and Lust forced to use a flicker.
Yep, a lot of flickers, by the way. Oh, there you go. That's first blood for Omega, but will be answered really quickly by Carl TZ. That's level 4 already on that Ling.
Not a trait that you want.
Not at all. You want to give over the kills as much as possible to whoever needs it. That's Hajizi, but apparently Carl TZ is the one who has the double buff, plus the kill.
Oh!
Oh, there you go. Few gets caught. Arrow by Hayes.
To the Cyclone Eye, Thalassophobia? Tasalophobia?
Yeah, Tasalophobia.
Thalassophobia. Tasalophobia.
Gets him back up.
Gets him back up, and that is 50% HP of the current HP he lost. And Flap just...
Easy.
Blap.
That was a sound, right? Black. My gosh. But again, it's still, that was a pretty good move, but again, he's expending a lot of his resources to get these kills. I guess they're happy with getting the support, the assist instead.
He's gonna go for Heath.
He's gonna go for it.
And he just backs up. Doesn't want to do anything. And they get Lusty. Lusty will die.
Danger. That's gonna be a Lusty. Kufer going down, and that's one more kill for Omega. They're able to equalize on the economy.
Look at Rebo with the Impure Rage. They are banking on the fact that Rebo can deal so much damage against Heath, against Kurtz, probably even Toshi as well. And whoever Rebo uses the Chaos Darkening and the Chaos Bolts with is 100% gonna go down.
Absolutely. Like, at this point, the power spikes for a solo laner Lunox, it is massive. It is just over the charts. So you need to be careful when you're facing off against Rebo. And the way to do it, you go for the 2v1, you stun him down. But apparently that's not going to happen at this point.
Now let's see how will this Raptor Machete battle between Haji Z and Kartzy will pan out. Because you know what, for Kartzy here, he's not even joining the fights.
Yeah, he's just chilling. He's just going around the map, getting gold. And because of Carl TZ's positioning, though, they will lose up on the turtle. That's going to be an Omega Turtle for the meantime. And Hajizi is very happy with that.
And they get Heath. Toshi is here. Wall is there. Rebo just jumps in. And look at this. Toshi really wants to take someone down. Few here uses the rough waves to get out. Rebo goes down first. Flapsy here is the next target. Hayes, Karlzy here will have a bit of a fight, but Karlzy will just opt to go away.
Yep, gonna be opting to go for it. Why are they looking at each other? Alright, that's gonna be waiting for the arrow. And again, proccing the traps is very smart as well.
And Karlzy here wanting to get that Raptor Machete stack up. He wants to get it to 15 as much as early as possible here.
That's
he
right.
wants to get maximum value for this item.
Even shares the green beans. You know, very generous of him, sharing it with Lusty. And on the top side, Flap TC is playing a little bit different on the Barretts than we saw in the previous game.
Being very aggressive. Not gonna lie. He's being very... Oh, Cardzy
Carl TZ
gets hit.
has a stun, but Rebo, big brother Rebo, just like last game as well.
He cannot jump in. He knows that the Chaos Darkening will happen.
Exactly.
And once that Chaos Darkening happens, he's the one who's going to go down first.
Yeah, but I really like the position that Hajizi's in. Omega, their star carry, is able to get a lot of farm.
Rebo, he is going to be the target. Flicker in, Order of Brilliance will try to get away. Curtsy is here, and Hayes will take out his former teammate.
There you go. A good answer for the aggression that Rebo is putting on the map. Means that they'll be able to buy a lot of time for Hajizi even more. Hajizi is very fed. He also has the turtle buff, so expect Hajizi to really tear it up, especially in the mid game. If they don't stop this guy, it's going to be very difficult for Carl TZ to duel with this Yi Sun Shin.
And as you can see, Ling and the others, they are just running around the map. And the difference between that game number 2 that Omega is doing to now is Omega had control of the map as early as 6 minutes into the game. Now, Bren Esports, they're controlling it a bit better, but Omega here is still in the lead.
Oh, still in the lead. That's 2,000, almost 3,000 in their pocket ahead of Bren Esports. They also take out Few, who seem to be having a hard time surviving on that Kadita.
And Omega is really good at this poke compositions. Hayes is playing one hell of a game.
This is the Hayes that we're talking about, man. That veteran experience from this guy really showing itself here in Game 4.
You know what? We were talking about how the heroes interact, but we did not take into consideration Hayes' Selena play.
It's just difficult to predict the Hayes of Selena. We've seen this yesterday. We've seen it time and time again.
Some people actually call Selena as a lottery ticket. That you can just use the arrow to get hit one good target and you just, you know, just win from there.
Yeah, you get a huge advantage, right? You get a huge advantage no matter, even if you're not in position. The arrow has such a big range, so just make sure it hits, then you already do. If you don't kill a target, he's definitely going to be low. So you already did your job anyway as a Selena. You put the target low.
Okay, so right now, the lineup that Bren Esports has is a kind of a mid-game to late-game spike. Cardzy here has the Endless Battle, not as fast as the earlier one, you know? But still, at least he got it, and at least he can go for Haji if he wants to. Lusty going in for the brush, doesn't catch anyone. Toshi with the Falling Star Moon, not gonna connect.
Really. That is just... Alright, so we're seeing a bit of a stalemate here. And I think Hajizi is just so fed right now. I can't overstate how fed Hajizi is just because he's getting so much freedom. All the buff is his. All the minions are his. The whole jungle is his. It's like, even though he doesn't have a kill, I'm pretty sure he's like one item ahead already from Carl TZ.
Toshi is gonna try to run away, but look at the damage coming out from Toshi. Is gonna get devoured, and that is going to be the kill. Flap.
Full disengage. Whoa, there you
They're
go.
really trying to counteract everything that Bren Esports is doing right now. But you know what? Bren Esports won't back down from a fight.
For sure. And Omega, on the other hand, traded the turtle very happily. They were like, okay, go ahead, get Toshi. We'll go ahead and get this turtle as well. That's the last turtle for this matchup, for this game, rather. And Hajizi is definitely going to hurt the moment they want to pick a fight. And you don't want to pick a fight with Hajizi at this point. You want to pick a fight maybe when you're all level 15. But right now, look, Hajizi's 14, he's 13. We have level 8 people here. You have level 8 heroes, you have level 9 heroes.
That doesn't really spell right if you have a level 13 Yi Sun Shin, as you've said. 'Cause
Scary.
That means I'm not gonna sugarcoat it, your father for that Yi Sun Shin.
Yep, he's just gonna one-hit, two-hit you with the critical hits on that melee form.
If you get poked, that means it's either you go down or you go home.
Yeah, that's goodbye either way. So you gotta play a little bit of tiptoeing. You gotta play that hide and seek.
Walk on eggshells for a bit.
Yep, there you go.
And here comes Curtsy trying to catch people here onto the other side. Few His Karita isn't really doing well this game. It's a
Lusty's on the hunt.
non-factor, and that is going to be the Ocean's
Oh.
Oddity.
There you go.
Let's see.
Ocean Oddity out. Few is very low. Mountain Chakra will hit him. Ooh, look at that. He's very, very low right now. The target is very squishy.
Oh! Look
Oh
at
my
this!
gosh!
And they go in! Here comes the counter engage, and look at Omega falling one by one. Haji just tries to run away. He does not know what to do right now. Haji,
Jeezy.
the only one standing. Can Carlsy go in?
What
And
the heck
with-
happened there?
They just initiate perfectly. They just
Unbelievable.
stack the Tyrant's Rage and the Tyrant's Revenge to the Daytona's Welcome. That was the Tyrant's Welcome.
Yeah, I was waiting for like either Few or Rebo to go down, but Rebo went for the Brilliance, and then after, while Rebo was in Brilliance form, the rest of the team engaged. Let's go into the replay. Let's see how that started up. Again, Carl TZ was super safe there. The members of Omega were super low already, and Flap TZ was dealing with 3 people at the same time, while the Rough Waves were already hitting their targets, specifically Heath. Heath, despite the gold lead, was still looking very squishy when faced up against Bren Esports' main damage dealers.
And that was very much, in a way, Bren Esports reclaiming their jungle in just one clash. Look at Omega. Look at their heat map right now in terms of going through the jungle. They aren't even crossing the river anymore.
Yeah, exactly. They're just waiting, and they're a little bit wary because of what happened there. They were shocked. I mean, they caught Hayes first. Hayes was one of the first people to go down. The moment Hayes disappeared, I mean, everyone else from Omega looked like they were a little bit confused. So now Omega, they need to get back on game set, on the mindset of the game. They need to reposition themselves into getting back those arrows, and they need to play around Hajisi because Hajisi is being left alone for a majority of this game.
Yeah. Clearly, Omega, Bren Esports, they need to make Omega needs to make something happen right now. See, Halberd is picked up for Carlsy. Carlsy here is going to have a good time dealing with Kurtzy and Toshi. So, this is getting scarier by the minute. Ling here getting the items that he needs.
Ling is absolutely going to be able to fight back this time. It's no longer scary. And Hajisi, look at that. He's doing a lot of damage.
And look, he goes in. With
Tempest of Blades.
he didn't even have allies there.
Now it's going to be the counter-attack from Omega. Falling Star Moon and Black Dragon form were both used but didn't do anything, only push Bren Esports back. And now Bren Esports, they can go for the re-engage themselves.
You know what? Carlsy right there looked like a legit troublemaker where he just went in, tried to provoke a fight, then
Yeah.
they just went back.
Tried to go for the bait, right?
Tried to go for the bait.
baits.
They were just, at least for the side of Omega, they went back. And Kurtzy here, they were trying to burst him down. Carlsy getting knocked up, and he gets a turret. Omega.
They're getting played.
Yeah, it's like they're trying to get the
Oh,
kills,
look at
but
this.
at the same time, nothing's really happening. And Toshi, onto the other side of the map, he just goes and tries to take down Flapsy. And Flapsy, he's welcoming that. He
Look
likes
at
that.
Carl. He's re-engaging. It's
Oh.
Heath. He's trying to absorb as much damage as he can. Breath of the Ocean is there, but no, he's not. It's very far away. It's going to be Rebo. With the big one is the
Oh,
Revitalize.
Carl?
Oh, look at this.
Carl on the backlines.
Carl? He's waiting. And Few is here. Now
Carl.
they can go for the full engage.
Oh, Flap getting hit. Doesn't really care.
One tanky boy.
One tanky boy indeed. Heath is out of commission for 19 seconds. Flap here just being the tanky fortress, the tanky tower that
this guy.
Omega needs to get through. Bren Esports needs to rely on Flap because he is the only one who is capable of just tanking everything onto the
Why
side
is everyone backing?
of Omega. And that was Lusty with one of his signature moves. Haji gets caught out. And that is going to be the Daytona's welcome. Hitting Haji and hitting multiple people. Kurtzy and Toshi, they're gonna get out. They don't want to lose their lives as well. They're trying to minimize the casualties on the side of Omega.
Yeah, the moment Hajizi disappeared, the confidence of Bren Esports to go for the fight just rose exponentially. And now Omega, they need to come back here. They need to control their waves. For some reason, everyone was backing earlier for Omega. I'm not sure what triggered that.
Oh, Kurtzy.
He's fighting Toshi
He went
1v1. That's the
Oh.
Tempest of Blades.
And this is 1v1. Kurtzy did say that he was going to give Toshi a problem. And there it is. And that's a 1v1. And Kurtzy stayed true to what he said.
This guy's a beast. What is this guy?
Oh my.
There's just no other ways to describe this guy. He's like a killing machine.
This is Kurtzy Prime.
Carl T. Prime. Exactly.
Kurtzy. He can cement himself as one of the best players in the Philippines right now if he just wins this.
No doubt about it. And we will definitely see that later on. One of these guys will be raising that trophy. But for now, Bren Esports, they're starting to look like they're the team that wants to go for gold right now.
Bren Esports. If this was a BO5, this could have been match point already.
That's true.
But this is a best of 7, ladies and gentlemen. If Bren Esports wins this, they can get to match point already.
And all of a sudden, you know, it's Omega who has been in a solid lead for how many minutes? 15 minutes for 10 minutes. All of a sudden, it's Bren.
They're a team who is capable of turning things around. That's for certain.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
And Lord gets taken down. Bren
That's the big
Esports,
minions.
what can you do? Omega. Flap is just stepping on the turret. Kurtzy trying to see the best angle to attack from. Flap taking a lot of damage here, but he doesn't really care. He has very good HP regen.
And this Barrett is just destroying
Antikyras
everything.
on Haji.
That's how desperate they need to keep him alive.
Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
That's a good thing, I think. They need to lower all of the... Because he's the one who's being focused in the first place. I don't know. It could be bad. That means that Hajizi...
Isn't that too defensive?
Yeah, he's playing way too defensive now. I'm not sure if that's a good sign. Maybe he has IMC needs. We'll check that later. But for now, it's a top lane push.
Slowly but surely, Omega is just putting their eggs into one basket. They're trying to clear the minions as much as possible. No more middle turret. No more bottom turret. Omega here. They look like they are still determined to win this.
They look very, very determined to win this. And seeing what happened here, I think we're starting to see the end. We're starting to see the end of this fight.
Oh, Carl, wow.
This guy, smooth moves.
He's
from the
just
ace.
playing around, and Toshi gets caught. He has the Purify. Let's see what can they do.
No one
They
getting
get
caught.
away from the Daytona's welcome.
Yep,
They
that's
get out
good.
of range.
Out of range means you don't need to purify or anything. You just need to walk. They'll be able to do that. But now with Immortality on Flapteezy, how do you kill this guy?
How do you kill this guy? Lusty, he's trying to charge it up. Is he gonna go in? No, he won't. The rough waves is there. It's gonna get procced out. Let's try to see how will this be possible for Omega.
Look at this. Omega.
Is it possible to actually just win this? Few with the Ocean's Oddity. He will get away. Kurtzy
Carl
going
on
for
the
Hayes.
back.
Hayes takes out their artillery. And they take out all the Abyssal Arrows, but Haji Z is there. Haji will use Traceless, and they go in for the ultimate. Haji gets caught out. He has one more Traceless,
Oh,
but it
he's
wouldn't
gone!
really matter as they try to go for the base. Toshi's the only one living here, and make it match point for Bren Esports.
Look at that! One game away from getting that trophy.